Hi. It's a little after the witching hour, 3 a.m. So I'm live, going to give some readings. Just want to give my little speech. If you ever want a private reading with me, my prices are extremely inexpensive. And I can always facilitate that through video chat or just an audio call on either Facebook Messenger or Instagram. I will never contact you telling you that I have like a message for you. If people want readings from me, they have to come to me. I don't solicit myself like that to other people. So if someone is doing that, saying that it's me, it's just someone pretending to be me because I don't do that. All right. And I think that's it. Everybody gets a free question. I answer most questions, pretty much every single one. But sometimes I just get questions that I don't like. Hi, Bushra. When will I get a job abroad? Hi, by the way. Hello. Okay, when will I get a job abroad? That would be so cool. I wish I could move to like Canada because I like to study French. So I would love to move to Canada and like, it doesn't have to be a fancy job. I would actually love working in like a cafe as a barista. I would love to move to Canada and work at like a Dunkin' Donuts or something. Oh, no. No, I'm gay, and I just gay people, probably the Middle East is not it for me. Anyway, so you want to know when you'll get a job abroad. Well, I definitely think it's going to happen for you. I think it's going to be around. I think it's going to be about. See, this is the tricky part. I definitely think you will be working abroad. Reading into the timing is. I mean. You know, the thing I'm thinking of is probably like 10 months from now. So what would that be? It's like sort of the beginning of November. In like late July, early August, maybe sometime around there. I think that's when it'll happen, but I definitely think it will happen. Anyway, hi, guide. Okay, so Guide has a question about kind of a follow-up to the reading I gave yesterday. Let me see. About hardships. I think I remember giving that reading. Sort of. I do remember someone yesterday said, I said that they had some struggles coming. Hi, Chumba. Oh, good to see you. I haven't seen you in forever. Okay, so this is a follow-up for Guide. Well, I think, Guide, what I said to you, I'm pretty sure, was that There are definitely hardships coming, but there are good things to come from it. I think it's going to be a chance for you to rise to the occasion. And I think even this card, I'm pretty sure, did this card come up yesterday for you? I think it did, unless I'm confusing this reading with someone else's. But um, you actually, this is an interesting looking reading because they're all upright and they're all major cards. Um, I definitely see something coming to an end, but it's something that's more of a big deal. Um, um, I think what it is it has something to do with you having to um, kind of, I think morals have to do with this. So you're sort of having to step in and say, that's not right. You're not being a good person. This isn't the right thing to do. I see something coming to an end. I'm thinking this is probably some kind of friendship, maybe, or relationship, but something is going to come to an end where there's not going to be communication anymore. But I think it's just a chance for you to really shine and actually show people that you were in the right. I do think that this isn't just an acquaintance. This is like a deep friendship or a very strong connection. Because with the death card, this is about something coming to an end, but it's more of a big deal. There are other cards like what? The Ten of Swords. That's also about something coming to an end. But that's a minor card, so it's not really that big of a thing. So whoever this person is to you, and I do think it has to do with someone. There's behavior that comes into play. Whoever this person is a very close connection, and something like that. But with the Strength card, I feel like people are going to know that you were in the right. And anyway, but like, for example, let's say your best friend of like 15 years starts acting really shady, and now you're having to say, the way you're behaving is immoral, something like that. That's just an example, but I think you get where I'm going. Anyway, so I'm moving on. Simran, Simran, may I get a reading on my career currently jobless? Okay, let me see what comes up. Okay. Thank you, Chumba. Thank you. Anyway, so Simran. I'm probably saying your name so wrong. I'm sorry about that. Interesting. Well, Simran, so here's the thing. This doesn't look good, but I think you can handle having a job. I feel like something that's going into play here. One of the reasons you don't have a job is because maybe out of fear, like I can't handle it, but you can handle it. Um, I also think you should keep in mind that it might be time to like level up, because I think that the types of jobs you've been working in haven't really been it's not really high paying jobs. And I think this is going to involve maybe getting a skill or studying something, because I do have a card here that talks about studies, um, which I think there's some kind of resistance with that. Like you don't want to study anything, or you think you can't, but there is resistance there. I would just let all those walls go, like drop all those walls and just move forward and actually try to kind of study something, or kind of set your sights on something higher. And but as long as you take action, I mean, you'll get a job. That's just a matter of time. But anyway, um, and some of the highest paying jobs are the jobs that take the least amount of time to study, like becoming an electrician or a plumber or a maintenance guy. Like jobs like that pay well, and the schooling isn't that long compared to some other stuff. Anyway, so who's up next? Let me see. Hi, Goonit. Goonit. Oh. Ooh. Hi, Raymond. All right, I have a question here from Chumba. What is coming towards me this week? Let me see. What is coming towards me this week? All right. What is coming towards me this week? Good energy. Well, Chumba, I will say that I'm seeing all good energy here. Nothing like earth shaking, but definitely, I wouldn't call this a life changing week for you, but it's definitely going to be pleasant. I see you being around a lot of people, kind of working together to achieve common goals, and that could be, that's um, that could be, for example, you're at a gathering and you're spending time cooking with your family or something, and you're all kind of getting together. Or it could be something more like you're collaborating on some kind of project, but there's going to be at least two other people involved in what you're doing. But these are the cards I got. They're all upright. They're all minor cards. They're low scoring cards, but it's all very pleasant energy. Nothing, like I said, nothing earth shaking, but I think the week ahead is going to be very pleasant. And you're going to sort of have a new outlook on things very soon. Kind of a change of mind coming, maybe an epiphany. So, okay. I have a question from Raymond. What's coming in for me in love? Okay. Let me see. What's coming in for me in love? Okay. What's coming in for me in love? You know, it's funny. I ordered Chinese food. I had Chinese food delivered like a week ago, and I had 3 fortune cookies in the bag. I never usually eat them, but I do look at the fortunes, and they were all like one something said a special someone is coming into my life in December, and I was like, oh, sweet. Maybe that means I'll get laid in December. It said, I'm gonna be getting a special gift soon. Someone's gonna give me a special gift soon. And then there was another one that was sort of similar. It was sort of like that. Usually, it was funny. All 3 fortune cookies were like, it was just weird because usually a fortune cookie is like, you know, a world without music is like a room without windows, or it'll say like, remember to respect the elderly. But all 3 of my fortune cookies were like, something good is coming. It was weird. You know what I mean? So Raymond Torres, I think you will find love someday. First of all, let me just say that. I see a woman. I'm assuming you like women, or at least feminine energy. I do see that in the future. I will say, I think that for now and for the near future, your focus should be on money. Um, you shouldn't really be focusing so much on love and romance. I think you need to kind of um, figure certain things out first, especially around career and money, and maybe put more of your thought and energy into manifesting something like that. Anyway, but if it makes you feel good at all, I think you will definitely find love someday. And actually, your reading was all good energy, which, I mean, the only card here that looks a little scary is the 5 of Pentacles, but it is in a good position. Um, and I think the message there is, on this journey of yours, there are always people that you can fall back on. There are always things that, if you needed help is always right there for you. Um, if you absolutely needed it. So just take it easy and remember that, um, you know, there'll always be a place for you to go, but it's up to you if you want to sort of level up in your life. Okay? Alrighty. All right. Yeah, that was weird. Um, there's only one there. There's a Chinese restaurant right up the street from me. It's like a mile away, and they have such good Chinese food, but it's cash only. So, and I almost never have cash on me. And the only time I do have cash on me, I specifically take it out of the ATM so I can do my laundry um, in my apartment. So, I mean, but so I'm forced to sort of order Chinese food from this different place that's a little further up the street, and their Chinese food isn't as good. They do have good stuff, but I've learned what to get and what not to get at this place. Like their crab rangoon always tastes wicked fishy, and I love crab rangoon except if it tastes like fish, which might you guys know what I mean when I say that, but like they're using imitation crab meat that like went bad or something. I don't know, but it's not supposed to taste like that. Um. Anyway, Oh, look. I finally got some roses on my bush outside. Oh, smells so good. And it's really pretty. It's a very pretty rose. This one just doesn't have much of that, the pink coloring. It's a little bit right here. Maybe because it's that just in the colder months, maybe it doesn't put out that much red or pink, but that took forever. The last time I had a flush of roses was, I think, like 2 months ago. And it's maybe because it's getting colder and less sunny, it takes longer for them to make roses or something, but finally I got some. What the hell was that? Oh, there's something on me. Oh God. Anyway, my little vase. I'm gonna light some incense. What do I want to light? Let's do um let's do this one. It kind of smells like a Christmas tree. This one is Santo and Sage. I don't know if they mean Palo Santo, but I don't think it smells like sage or Palo Santo. To me, it smells like an evergreen. Anyway. Right. Got my little spell candle lit with some crystals. I'm just going to smoke some tobacco. I cooked so much food last night. Okay, I'm sorry. I knew I was lying as it came out of my mouth. It wasn't that much. I made a batch of like these gnocchi things. Well, it's like gnocchi with like this type of pink sauce that I really like to make. So I made a batch of that and I put that in the fridge. And then I made a batch of broccoli and cheddar soup. And I had a little bit of both of that last night, but the rest of it I put in the fridge. Something that I'm really into lately is I like to cook a lot of food at once and then separate it into different Tupperware containers and put it in my fridge. Because half the time I'm too drunk to want to cook. So when I am sober and when I feel good, I like to cook a lot. And then if I'm ever hungry, I have all this food in my fridge that I can just take out one of the things, put it in the microwave, and bam, I got some home-cooked good food. Stuff that you make yourself is always so much better than stuff that comes in like frozen food and all that. Hi, Rara. Hi. You want a general for November and December. Okay. Let me see what comes up. But yeah, oh my God, when I woke up this morning, there were so many dirty dishes in my kitchen. My kitchen was a fucking mess when I woke up. Because I did like, I dirtied all these dishes, but then by the time I ate the food and put the food away in the fridge, I was too tired. And it was late and I had been drinking for hours and hours. So I was like, fuck this, I'll clean it in the morning. And that's what I did. Got resin on my finger. And I love broccoli and cheddar soup. I think it tastes so good, but like it's a bitch to have to get off of the pot because that cheese just gets so like concrete stuck to the pot. Then you have to like scrape it off. I love it, but it's just such a bitch to clean. Anyway, so getting back to Rara's question. Okay, a general for November and December. So Rara, I will say, I think November and December are going to be pleasant months for you. I think you're going to have a decent time. I don't see anything life-changing happening in those 2 months, but I think it's going to be just normal, like a pleasant, normal time for the most part. I just would try to work on not making yourself crazy because I see you kind of focusing on all the wrong things. You know, you give way too much attention to certain things while you kind of let other things pass you by. Um, you know, you're kind of reading into the wrong things here because there are things that are right in front of you that you're not noticing, but then these other things you're like reading way too deeply into. So anyway, I would just kind of be open to more ideas. Um, I would take advantage of opportunities. And anyway, but overall, I think it's going to be fine. Um, I see you being pretty satisfied with life and the way energy is flowing in your life. I think overall, you're going to be pretty satisfied. Um, anyway, these are the cards I got. All minor cards, nothing life-changing, but you're welcome. Yeah, a lot of people in my family are born in December too. One of my brothers, one of my sisters, two of my sisters. Um, I think. Wait a minute. No, I think I'm missing somebody too. December and March are big birthday months in my family for some reason. I don't know. It's funny. Um, I have the same birthday as my grandfather, and my sister has the same birthday as my grandmother. It's weird. And her and I look a lot alike. It's weird. Anyway, so Sundust, hi. You want to know what's next in love in your single? Okay, let me see what comes up. Let me see what comes up in the cards. Well, Sundust, I see someone coming in. I think this person is a man, I'm assuming. Not that all women like men, but I think you in particular, I'm assuming you like men, because I have a couple cards here that kind of indicate that to me. Now, the way that you're gonna sort of hook up with this person, it's I can't say for sure, but it's one of two things in my mind. Either you're gonna be set up with him through someone else, or you yourself are going to ask him out. I don't think he's going to ask you out so directly. I think it's more going to be either you're asking him out or someone who knows him is going to get the two of you together. And I think that it's going to be a very good relationship. I think this person is a man and on the younger side. Um, and the reason I say this is going to be a good relationship is because I feel like he's going to be so infatuated with you and really interested in the things that you're good at. And that to me just spells for someone who's really good relationship material. And in fact, I think it will even lead to children. So I'm assuming you yourself are probably on the younger side too. Um, but that's not what I got. I'm assuming it's somebody new because if you already knew each other, there wouldn't be this whole. I mean, it could be you asking him out. I get. Well, I don't know, but um, I really felt like a new energy. I could be wrong. I think it's someone new, but that's where I was so drawn to while I was reading those cards. Um, anyway, thank you for the question. I hope you liked the reading. You're welcome. When would it happen? I don't know. Probably within the next few months. It's not going to be super, super soon, but I would say probably like 2-3 months. No, I don't believe that. I think you can read into the far future, the near future, the far past. I don't think it matters. I mean, a lot of readers say that you can really only look so far ahead, but I don't really believe that. Um, it just doesn't make any sense to me. The future is kind of set in stone. Whatever the future is what the future is. I mean, if someone asked me to look 5 years into the future, I wouldn't be afraid to do it. I would answer that question. Um, I don't think it's impossible. I don't think anything's impossible. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think people make their own decisions, but I mean, the decision someone makes in the future is exactly what they're going to end up doing. I mean, if tarot works, then it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I totally believe in destiny. I mean, I don't think it's something, the future isn't like a real thing you can touch, but you can have the thought. It is a fact that there is a future that's going to happen, you know, and whatever the future is what the future is. Which is a comforting thought, if you ask me, because I'm going to do my best in life, but I don't know. Like, whatever ends up happening, I guess, was always going to happen. I don't know. I hate the thought of reincarnation. I think it's sucks if that was actually the case. people like embrace the thought of reincarnation. Like who would even want that to be the case? Being a retarded baby all over again and having to make all these same mistakes all over again just to learn your lessons. That sounds like hell. That's like evil and it's twisted and it's not right. Like, is it just me who thinks this? People are like, people will say like, I hope I come back as the bird of flight. Not me. I mean, it's great to fly and stuff, but I don't want to be a fucking bird. If there is such thing as reincarnation, I certainly don't want to come back as a dumb bird. Don't know shit. But I don't want to be reincarnated. That sounds awful. And plus, it just doesn't make any sense because the whole thought of reincarnation, it's like, it just doesn't make any sense to me because a person is like a personality. It's a collection of memories. It's an identity. So if you lose your identity, you are literally nothing. So then this whole idea of reincarnation, it's like, well, then what are you coming back as? Or what is it just your essence that what does that even mean, your essence? It's not it's not you being reincarnated, it's something else. I just don't think that's a real thing. I'll always remember who I am and my identity. Or I'm literally nothing and everything is over. This drink that I made kind of sucks. It's not strong enough. I mean, I've been making all of my drinks very weak, but this one's a little too weak. I can't even really taste the vodka at all. And it went flat. I should just pour it out and make a new one. I literally don't believe in reincarnation at all. I think it's the dumbest thing a person could possibly think. It's just that is literally nothing. I think people are born. I think people grow up, but I honestly don't think life ever ends. And if it seems like it is ending, it's just an illusion. I honestly believe like if someone gets in a car accident and allegedly dies, that spirit, that personality, that character that was in that car, life just goes on for that person. They probably have no clue what even happened. Probably no clue. To us, he probably or she probably died, but to that person, nothing even went wrong. Like, that's what I think. If anything is true, then that's probably the case. That person has no clue at all it even happened. Something like that. I don't know. I mean, I should be dead. I mean, if everything they say is true about the human body, then I should be not existing right now. But here I am. I wrote a protection spell a couple weeks ago, and I finally actually did it a few days ago. I don't know if it's working or not. I mean, really, the reason I wrote it was because I don't want to have panic attacks anymore. But since I've cast that spell, I did have a panic attack. But although I will say, the way I went about my panic attack this time was a little different than what I typically do. And I actually discovered a thing or two about myself and about how to make it go away. It maybe because of the spell, it changed the way I behaved. I don't know. I had a panic attack on, or and I don't know what it is even maybe an anxiety attack. Like, I think what's today? Oh, it was Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday, and today's Wednesday. Um, I was so full of fear and dread and anxiety, and it lasted for hours. But it kind of went away here and there during that like 5 or 6 hours that it was happening. I was able to sort of give it like a lull, like kind of make it go away for a while because I was like looking through my spell books and casting spells and doing crafty things like witchy stuff. And I realized that if I can distract myself away from whatever black hole is in my brain that's sucking me in, if I can sort of bring myself away from that, then the anxiety just goes away and I'm kind of back to normal. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying going forward, I kind of know sort of how to make it at least disappear for a little while. The thing is, though, I was casting spells. Like I cast a couple different spells, and it did go away while I was getting things together and doing it. But like maybe a minute or two after I was done with the spell, it kind of would just come back. So I don't know. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm not even sure what that is. It's just energy. Hi, Anna. Hello. Okay, will I be successful if I take up music as my career path? I think that's my purpose by spreading love and light through singing, but I'm not sure if it'll happen and about how long it'll take. Okay. So, will you be successful in music as a career? Well, Anna, I think if you decide to do that, there's one thing here that I'm seeing, which is the Ten of Pentacles upright. So I definitely see that if you pursue music, then I definitely see financial stability coming from that. With that being said, I think if you actually do that, it's going to make you miserable. I'm not sure why, but you know, I don't know. I think, well, I mean, if it makes you feel better, I think you will be successful and you'll get plenty of money from it. But maybe it's not going to be what you thought it would be, or it's not going to be like what you thought it would be like. And it would make you a bit miserable. But at least you would get good money from it. If I'm making any sense. All right. Okay. You're welcome. You know, Anna, I think you're someone who you actually don't like a lot of attention on you. I don't know if you realize that about yourself or not. And I just think, being a singer, all the eyes would be on you. And I just think you would actually really not like that. Anyway. I mean, I love singing too. I love to sing, and I would love to. I mean, I think I would love to be a singer, but actually, I get a lot of stage fright, and well, I'm not that great at singing anyway. But I mean, I wish I could write songs and then sell them to record labels. I wish I could do that. So then, because I mean, you hear all these Britney Spears songs. Nobody knows who wrote them, but they all know Britney Spears. I mean, nobody cares about. You never hear about the writers of the songs. You know what I mean? So it's like a way that I could be in music, but like not be in music. You know what I mean? Hi, Leo's son. What's up? How you doing? I don't like how YouTube is now. It like I used to be able to see people's usernames, but now all I see is their handles. I don't really like that. No, my channel is the same name. It's just Marco the Mystic. Yeah. And my handle is at Marco the Mystic. You literally just like made me check that. I was like, wait a minute, what? Oh, okay. Okay. I don't remember. Can't really place it. Anyway, I will be right back. I'm going to go make myself another cocktail. Such an alcoholic. I'm drinking at like 4 in the morning. Listen, life's too short. I'm going to drink when I want to drink. I'm not going to, like, society tells you when it's okay to drink. What's that expression? Like, it's 5 somewhere. Like, listen, I'm not waiting till 5 p.m. to start drinking. I'm not. Absolutely not. I'll be right back. And we're back. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was. I've been here in this apartment now for almost 5 years. So yeah, it must have been a long time ago that I last saw you. That's why I guess I don't remember. But yeah, I used to live in a group home for crazy people. Yeah, I got my own place now. It's fantastic. I've been all right. You know, some days good, some days bad. But I never have days that are just all bad though. I mean, some days are mostly bad, some days are mostly good, but there is always goodness in every day that I have. At least at some point, I'm always in a good mood. So I do live alone. Yeah, all by my lonesome. I love living alone. I love it. I remember when I was back at that group home, they asked me if I wanted roommates or if I wanted to live by myself. And I was like, oh my God, absolutely by myself. I do not want to live with anybody else. That would be a fucking nightmare. Yeah, there's a video on this channel where I only posted it like a couple months ago. It was like probably like 3 months ago now, but where I gave a little apartment tour and I showed you guys around my place. If you ever want to look at that, you can. Didn't get many views. Not too many people watched it. The only uh, the only videos that I post that ever get many views are the short ones. Those YouTube shorts. Those can sometimes rack up a little bit, but just like the longer ones never get much of anything. Yeah, see, it's funny because I mean, I'm not sure. I think it's like the younger generation. They tend to watch like short videos. Me personally, I prefer watching videos that are long, you know, because I have YouTube on my TV. So I just watch almost everything I watch on TV is on YouTube. And I love finding like an hour long comedy special or an hour long podcast or maybe even an hour and a half, whatever. I like longer videos myself, but I don't know if it's just the younger generation, but I just think that people are tending to watch shorter stuff now. For me, it's kind of too much on my brain to watch like all these short videos because you have to watch like one after another, and it's just like your mind is being taken in like a million different directions. Not really a big fan of that. Anyway. Yeah, I go live a lot. Although recently I went through a period of like 2 weeks where I didn't really go live at all. But typically, yeah, I do go live a lot in the early mornings. Because I tend to wake up at like 3 in the morning. Sometimes earlier, sometimes a little later. But I usually wake up really early and then I go live really early because it's when I feel the best, usually throughout the day. And well, not entirely, but it's typically when I'm most motivated to go live and to give readings. So I tend to feel good during the evenings too, but I'm usually not in the mood to give readings at that time. At that time, I just want to veg out and drink booze and watch TV. Anyway. Oh, the great country of Texas. Cool. Yeah, I'm over in Massachusetts, so I'm an hour ahead. So here it's like 4:27. But I've been up since like midnight, a little after midnight. I went to bed last night at probably like, I don't know, 7 or 8. And something like that. Then I woke up at midnight. Didn't get much sleep, but that happened to me yesterday too. I woke up at midnight. Oh God, I hope that this isn't like some kind of, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I was about to say, I hope this isn't like a new trend for me, waking up at midnight every day. But anyway. Oh yeah, I used to pull all-nighters all the time. I remember literally my record was one time I stayed awake for like 70 something hours. Literally, I stayed up all day, all night, all day, all night, all day, and then went to bed. Yikes. I could never do that now. I would pass out. I would just pass out on the floor. Um, yeah, I can't do that anymore. Cannot. Absolutely not. And half the time I was just studying French. I was like, from like 8 at night to like 8 in the morning, I would just be studying French flashcards like a crazy person. I was like hell bent on like being fluent in French. I kind of eventually gave it up, but for like 2 years, and then I started studying it again. Um, yeah, I study it now. I love French. Oh, did I learn it? Well, I do. I know a bit of French. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm fluent, but if you're stranded in France someday, then it wouldn't hurt to have me around. You could have worse people to be with you. I wonder what the weather's going to be like today. Let me look. I think it was yesterday. Yesterday it was like raining all day. I love the rain. I want it to snow. I'm like, I really want it to snow one of these days. Well, it's going to be a cloudy day. Good. But yeah, I'm close to my family. Um, my dad is just a quick drive away. My mom's a little further. She's like probably like a 20-minute drive away. My sister is like a 10-minute drive away. Um, I mean, we're all like in the same kind of sort of area. Hi, Laurie. Hello. Welcome. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Yeah, my dad helps me a lot. He takes me to stores, and he like takes me shopping for things because I don't have a car. I don't drive. Um, whatever. Yeah. Um, oh, my dishwasher, I turned it on a couple hours ago, and when it gets close to being done, it like makes this thumping noise, and it scares me every time it does it. It scares me every time it doesn't. It does it. I will say, if I'm like desperate for a ride, I will ask my dad. But a lot of the time, I actually just pay for a cab and go places on my own because I sort of don't like my dad. He's more than willing to help me with things, but so maybe I'm the asshole, but I don't know. He just says things that are like misogynistic and like racist, and he thinks he's funny, and I don't find it funny. Um, I don't think he's really funny at all, and I don't want to hear it. So, not that I say this to him, but if I'm desperate for a ride, then I might ask him. But if I have the money to get there myself, then I'll just go by myself. Um, and no, I do not know how to spell misogynistic. I don't know how to spell that word. I know it starts with an M. Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah, I get disability payments from Uncle Sam. Um, I mean, I do go back to work sometimes because disability you only get very little, and so I kind of end up running out of money, and then I go back to work, and then I save up a good little chunk of money, and then I quit the job and just live off of the money that I saved for a little while. Um, and I make a couple bucks on YouTube here and there, but really it's not even worth mentioning because I make almost nothing. But yeah, from people that I've spoken to, I heard that disability can sometimes be hard to get onto. Um, there is welfare though. Um, I'm not sure. I think as long as you're poor, I think anybody can get on welfare. But disability, I know, is like a different thing. I don't really like TikTok. I have tried to go live on TikTok, but it doesn't work for me. I'm assuming I need more followers. Like maybe it's sort of like YouTube, where if you want to go live, you need more followers or something. Or maybe I can go live on TikTok, but maybe I just have to do it on a computer or something, but I'm not sure. Hi, Starry Night. Hello. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Hi, Arturo. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while. And Arturo, thank you for following me on Instagram. I have hardly any followers. It's sad. Well, lots of people coming in now. Hi, Zara. What's up? Hi, everybody. Hi, what does that say? Sash. Hi, Sash. Not much. Just chilling like a villain. I'm going to smoke a little tobacco. It's so, I mean, I don't mind smoking tobacco out of a pipe, but I so much prefer cigarettes, but they're too expensive. It's really cheap to smoke it out of a pipe because you don't have to. I used to make my own cigarettes and I used to love that, but I don't know. One day it stopped working for me. Like, I would smoke out of the cigarettes that I made and I just wouldn't feel anything. I mean, why even smoke? So Starry Night has a question. Can I? Oh, by the way, Zara. Everybody gets a free question. I only start charging people if they ask more than one question, and I do it through. You can look in the description box, but I don't have super chat yet. I don't think I have enough followers to even do that. Anyway, can I ask whether T Aquarius talks to his mom or has a good relationship, or did her treatment of me cause a massive rift? Let me see. Let me see. Starry Night. Starry Night. Starry Night. Starry Night. Yeah, I think they still have a relationship. Starry Night. I do think they still have a good relationship. Um, Something tells me that the mom helps him a lot. I think he really needs her, but even beyond just needing her for things, I think that they still do have a good connection. All right. Anyway. So Zara has a question. Does Marcus want to marry me? We've been together 2.5 years. Okay, let me see. Let me see here. Let's see what comes up. So Zara, I don't think Marcus is the marrying type. Um, which, n- I mean, you don't have to get married. I mean, to have a good relationship, you don't have to get married. I just don't think he has the opinion that he thinks it's something he should do. Um, I don't think he ever wants to get married to anybody. That doesn't mean he doesn't like the person. It just means that I think for him, marriage just isn't for him. Um, I would talk to him about it and see what he says. It's okay to bring it up. And then if that's a deal breaker for you, then I wouldn't waste any more of your time. But anyway. Oh, I have another question. I forgot about this. Sash wants to know, is Pisces going to propose? Okay. Okay. So Sash, you know what I'm going to say? Overall, when I look at these cards, I think the answer is yes. I think the Pisces will propose, but something is not quite right about all of it. Um, I don't know. I would maybe examine the Pisces and kind of, I don't know, um, think about the person's character, um, you know, what they're actually really like. See if this is even someone that you would want to propose to you. Um, anyway, all right, alrighty. Hi, Righteous Dread. Hello. Hi. I'm doing all right. Wow, I just got so hot. So, Righteous Dread, I was wondering L's current energies and actions towards me. Okay. Let's see what comes up. So, Righteous Dread, overall, I think this person likes you. I wouldn't say in a romantic way, if that's at all what you were curious about. I don't see any kind of romantic energy here, but I do get a sense that this person has respect for you. And the only thing I'm seeing here in these cards is something about money. So I think, I don't know what this person's next actions are, but it has something to do with maybe an exchange of money. Okay, alrighty. I'm gonna go now, or a property. It might not be money, but it might be property. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I've been live for like an hour and a half, and I think I've had enough of this. So now I'm in the mood to just go watch TV and veg out, wait for the sun to rise. So thank you all for coming, and I will see you all in the next one. I'll probably be live again, probably tomorrow morning. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. All right. Bye.